What is up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about Big Brother 18, episode 3.
That's right, guys. This is Reality Room Podcast, episode 21. So let's just jump right into the episode.
All right, let's just go right into this episode. We're on day 5 right now, and Paulie and Jose are nominated for eviction by Nicole. Victor says one of them are probably going to be getting for him. Jose wants Nicole out. Jose told everyone he wants Nicole out, even Devon, which was ridiculous from last.
Yeah, I know. I just
and Paulie's pissed off about that.
Yeah, I just don't understand the game that Jose is playing at all. Like, I get that he wants to be, like, honest and stuff, and they show this in the episode. I believe they show Jose up. He's like, listen, I'm going to keep things 100%, blah, blah, blah. I know who I'm working with, yada, yada. And he talks to Nicole a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I kind of get where you're coming from, but that's not how you play the game.
Right, yeah.
You don't just tell fucking the person in power that you're going after them. That's dumb.
Yeah, very stupid.
Very stupid.
I don't know why that... Yeah, that
so
happened.
stupid.
So Jose talks to Nicole, and Jose says he's very uncomfortable about this, and he says like all this ridiculous shit. And Nicole is saying that it was better for her team, pretty much, telling Jose what he wants to hear.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I had to do this for my team because you only have two. I only have 2 other people on my team. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, and of course this is a lie.
Yeah, obviously.
She has a solid foundation with the vets. So she's not only trying to protect her team, but she's also protecting the vets at this point. I think that's fairly obvious.
Yeah. So we found out we have a new twist, the BB Roadkill,
yes.
where individuals have to compete to gain safety, and they can nominate another person.
Yes. Well, not potentially. They do nominate another person. So this year we're going to have 3 house guests on the block. Very similar to Big Brother 15, if you guys remember that.
MVP.
With the MVP twist. Only a little different. Well, actually, basically the same, only it's a competition instead of an America's vote. So a third house guest is anonymously put on the block.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is really game-changing, and let's not just talk about what happens in the episode, but this is game-changing for the whole game entirely.
Yeah.
Like, well, what do you think about that?
I kind of feel like it's very in favoritism of the vets, because I feel like
it could be.
If a vet can win, then pretty much that person would just easily go home with the votes.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's like they have a
no
safety
one's safe.
Net. They have a safety net, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But also, the newbies have a safety net, too, because they can... What if they're on the outskirts and they can put a vet on the block? See, it's very confusing this season. So whoever has the numbers, whatever side alliance has the numbers, they're the ones that are going to get the furthest.
Yeah.
Because they have the greatest chance of getting someone they want on the block and out of the house. Mm-hmm. So that's really, really big in this game. So we're going to see big alliances actually be successful, possibly.
So Jose wants to put up Frank on the block, not surprised. Dave wants Zakia here. Zakia wants to work with Devon. Mm-hmm. She said it's better for her to do so. Michelle says that she really wants to work with the vet, and they formed this alliance called the 8-Pack.
That's right, the 8-Pack alliance. So you have the 4 vets, Tiffany,
Corey, Michelle, and Zakia.
Corey, Michelle, and Zakia.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
I like the alliance, honestly. They all seem like pretty chill people. Mm-hmm. But in my personal opinion, alliances never last. Mm-hmm. You guys know this. All the first week or 2 alliances that form in Big Brother. Remember this from Big Brother 16 with the Bomb Squad that blew up. Although they did come back together, kind of. Yeah. And then you have the BB17. Everyone was like all together in the beginning. And then Shelly and Day had like their little fight. That all broke out. Jason was in the middle of it. It was just crazy.
Yeah, it was insane.
And Audrey. So I don't think it will last, but as of right now, I guess it keeps them safe. What do you think?
Yeah, for now, it's kind of just like layers of protection for Tiffany, Michelle, Zakia, because like they're good with the vets right now, but they're also kind of good with the newbies as well. So they're right now. I feel like Michelle, Tiffany, and Zakia, they're in 3 alliances. Well, technically, they're in like 3 alliances.
Yeah,
like they're very grouped with a lot of people. Only alliance that they're not formed with is for Tiffany's perspective. She's not with the Spy Girls alliance.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Spy Girls.
We're gonna talk about that later. So I feel like 4 of them are in a really good spot.
Yeah. So did they form the Spy Girls before or after the Roadkill competition?
After the Roadkill.
It was after?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's talk about this Roadkill competition. So
I thought it was pretty interesting.
It's very interesting, honestly. And they pretty much have to. They're all in like a swimsuit, and they have to pretty much like take their clothes off to the point where they're just wearing their bathing suits, and whoever.
And they have to hold 3 buttons at once.
Yeah, and if you let go of one button, the timer goes faster.
Yeah.
So whoever has the smallest amount of time
By the end of
it, when they can take their swimsuit off, is the person that wins the competition.
Exactly. But another point, the winner is anonymous, so we don't know. So we saw a few people like try or whatever.
Michelle.
I thought Michelle was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I thought that was smart though, putting her head on it or whatever.
Yeah.
You mean you got to use your whole body.
Some good strategies.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you had some people with bad strategies, and you had some people with good strategies.
But I also like it too because it's like everyone can compete in this competition. It's not like a veto. You know, where only 6 people can compete.
Yeah, that's true as well.
So that's like anyone can have power.
Yeah, I actually like that aspect. It's pretty.
How do you like this?
Fair.
How do you feel about the Big Brother Roadkill competition compared to Battle of the Block?
It's hard to say at this point.
Yeah.
To be honest, Battle of the Block I feel like got a really bad rap.
Yeah.
I feel like people hated it more than they should have.
Yeah.
But, you know, it wasn't that great because, like, in BB16, we saw it used one way, and then BB17, we saw it used the opposite way. Yeah. So I kind of saw the potential for it. So I understood what they were going for.
Yeah.
But people just didn't like it for some reason. They're like, oh, well, it targets the floaters too early. And I'm like, well, BB17, the floaters that didn't do that.
Yeah.
And the BB17, they're like, oh, well, it targets the big players too early. Well, no, it didn't in BB16.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know. But the BB Roadkill, I think, has a lot of potential. What do you think?
It does. It's definitely a different element within the strategy of Big Brother. And it's, I don't even know.
I like it.
I like it, yeah. It's definitely a lot, I think it's a lot better than Battle of the Block, personally. But we find out that Frank wins.
Yeah, Frank won, and he keeps it to himself. He only tells his alliance. So he tells James first.
He tells James that he won.
He's like, you're fuck with me, man. I'm like, no, I want it. I fucking want it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. He's like, oh, congrats, man.
Yeah. So Frank lies and says that he didn't get it to, like, the whole Josea and the little group that's...
And just to go, just to say, like, little feed stuff, they still don't know who won it. Like, they change their opinion every day. They're like, oh, it's Michelle. Oh, it's Tiffany. Oh, it's Nicole. Oh, it's Paulie. Oh, it's James. And I'm like, Frank never even came up on their radar once.
In this episode, Josea says that Paulie got it, which I don't believe is like something that Josea should be thinking.
Yeah, and he's like, Frank stared me straight in the eye, and he's like, I can tell who's lying to me. I can tell. Well, if you can tell who's lying to you, why did you change your fucking opinion 5 times? You know, I mean, think about that, all right?
All right, so we have an alliance called the Spy Girls Alliance.
Yeah, and this is like a little... this is an all-girl, kind of like feministy alliance. Yeah. Girl power, yada yada.
But I kind of like this girl alliance though.
Yeah, I do like them. They're fun.
Yeah, they're fun. So we have Natalie, who's the flirty spy. We have Bronte, who's the wifey spy, and we have Bridget, who's I believe it's the
Spunky
spy.
So if I could just make a little comment here, I think Bronte and Bridget's names need to be swapped.
Yeah, right.
Because I don't know if you guys have been watching the feeds, but Bronte, that girl's spunky as fuck. Holy shit! Like she's fucking just walking up to people. She's fucking walked up to Paulie and she's like, "Well, you're going home," like as a joke. And Paulie's like, "All right." Like this girl's got fucking spunk.
Yeah, and for Tiffany, she's sleeping on the hammock, and she finds out all of this.
She's like, "Are these people really starting an alliance right in front of me? Are they retarded? Come on."
So the first episode we saw, we found out that there is a mystery twist or mystery. What was it called? I don't remember.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So it was like a mystery thing.
It was like a mystery punishment for the people that got 3rd place in the.
Go.
The people that got 3rd place in the first competition, in the first episode, and that was Frank's team. So they bring him in the diary room.
Mysteryland.
Mysteryland. So, and then they bring them to the diary room and they give them some new wardrobe. So, Chris, you want to explain those wardrobes?
Yeah, so they pretty much all they have to wear is BB pixels.
Right. So,
and it's... How do you explain it? They can't wear no shirts, no...
Yeah, they have to wear like their underwear with pixels, basically.
Yeah.
Chris made a good comparison saying it was like Minecraft stuff.
Yeah, it looked like Minecraft.
Yeah, so they're Minecraft lots.
So Paulie, Frank, and Bridget, and Michelle, they all have to wear that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. And they're still wearing it on the feeds.
Yeah, they're still wearing it.
I think they take it off tomorrow.
Maybe.
Or Tuesday, maybe. Okay. We're shooting this on Monday. Oh, wait, shouldn't it's Monday. So Tuesday or Wednesday. Probably
so we found the roadkill ceremony. Paul is actually the third house guest that is nominated, and I'm upset about that.
Right. So the way that the 8-pack kind of talks it out, they're like, Paul is the house guest that would most likely
take Jose off the block.
Use the veto on Josiah if he got picked for the new veto competition. Mm-hmm. So because of that, they kind of figured, okay, let's put him up.
Yeah, pretty much. And Josiah keeps thinking that the house loves him, so he's gonna, be safe.
Like the house loves me, and I'm like the Messiah, okay? Mm-hmm.
All right.
I have all the votes, okay? All the votes.
I fucking can't.
Whoever controls the majority controls your destiny, okay?
Yeah, so that's pretty much it with the episode. I guess let's go into live feed updates and spoilers.
Right. So we're gonna encompass all the live feeds kind of at once here. Do you want to talk about the Fatal 5 first?
Yeah. So the Fatal 5, Tiffany kind of doesn't really like Devon too much. Like she doesn't really trust Devon that much.
Yeah, it seems like they have their alliance or whatever. There's already some little tension between the two of them.
Yeah.
Devon's like, oh, I know. Devon knows that she's sensitive, so she kind of keeps information from her so she doesn't freak out. Which I get, but
Right. Also, let's just go say right away. Who won veto?
Oh, dun, 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 Paul. That's right, guys. So
good for Paul.
So Paul won veto, and good for him. Yeah. But some questionable things with that. He was considering not using it. He was considering taking Paulie or Jose off the block, and he was also, not also, but that's it. But everyone was like, "What the hell are you doing?" Stupid. Listen, you use it on yourself, otherwise you're more likely to get sent home because it makes you look cocky. And the vets were telling him that because they were honestly worried because he's new to the Big Brother game. He's not a previous fan. He's a recruit, I believe. And they're like, okay.
Yeah. So we find out that Bridget gets renowned by Frank.
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you some perspective. Actually, you want to go ahead?
About what?
What you think about that nomination?
What do I think about it? I don't even know. Because Bridget's on. I guess it's kind of confirmed that Frank's kind of manipulating everyone to think it's not him because why would he put up Bridget on the block? So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what Frank's perspective is. But Bridget thinks she's on the block because everyone's been name dropping her the whole week, basically. Mm-hmm. Some people Josea's side have been going up to Bridget being like, "Yo, we have your vote, yada yada. Otherwise, if you don't, we're gonna come after you, yada yada." They do that with all all the spy girls, basically. And then the Revolution, which is Jose. The Spy Girls, Jose, Paul, and Victor, the six of them, they think it's more, but it's really just the six of them.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, they think it's more, but it's just the six of them right now. And I mean, they were saying, they were having a house meeting, and they sent Bridget upstairs, I think, to spy.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know. And then
Bridget was told by Nicole you're going on the block.
And then and then. No, I don't think that was the case. I think
Bridget said something with Devon.
I think she said she might have. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But Bridget goes upstairs and was told to spy on Nicole for some reason. And Nicole already knew about the meeting, and Bridget was weirded out. And then Nicole goes downstairs and she's like, Bridget just came upstairs. Now everyone's giving shit to Bridget, and she's upset. It's basically catty girl shit. Come on, guys. This doesn't even make any sense. They're you can't make this shit up, Yeah. You can't make this shit up. It has to be Big Brother, just Big Brother catty shit, I guess. Mm-hmm. So now Bridget is totally against Nicole, and I don't understand why. Doesn't make any sense. And Nicole even says, I didn't mean to name drop her like that. I was just emotional at the time. I don't know. Okay, but a few other things. So Showmance, Zakiya, and Paulie. They're flirting with one another. I think they're both just playing, but I think I don't know. It's hard to say because they're touching each other a lot. And when Zakiya got drunk, she was very touchy feely with Paulie. So I think a showmance could potentially form, but I don't think Paulie really wants a showmance. Mm-mm. Do you think Paulie's gonna go into one?
I think he might just be pretending right now, honestly.
Yeah, I think he is pretending. Oh, I'm sure he does think that she's a very beautiful girl or whatever. Bronte, she either has a crush on Paul or Parley. I can't pronounce my own fucking name, guys. She either has a crush on Paul or Paulie. It's a fucking tongue twister. It's not a tongue twister. Okay, so, and I don't know. She's like kind of gives people like the stink eye or whatever whenever people are hanging out with her. People are saying Tiff has a crush on Paulie too. Like, apparently people are saying Tiff was eyeing Zakiya when they were touching, and I'm like, I don't think so. I don't know. So, Bronte, just make sure to cut that. Okay, so, yeah, so Bronte, it seems like she has a crush on Paul or Paulie. I'm not really sure how it is right now. She kind of just gives, like, the stink eye to fucking Zakiya.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so yeah, I'm already forgetting names. To Zakiya whenever they hang out. And some people on Twitter are saying that Tiff has a crush on Paulie because she's apparently doing the stink eye.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
She's smarter than that.
I think Tiff
But there was also conversations where...
I think Tiff likes girls more anyway.
And Tiffany even said, like, well, yeah, we'll talk about that later. But Tiffany even said to Zakiya, like, we can fool these guys into thinking, like...
Yeah,
Zakiya,
exactly.
like, stay close to Paulie so that way he doesn't vote you out so we can get the numbers. Like,
yeah,
Tiffany
exactly.
is...
Yeah, so
she's doing good. She's gonna do a good
just
job.
like make sure all the guys in our alliance are
let them.
like taken, you know?
Yeah, like they are so obsessed with like getting a girl to win the season.
Yeah, I know. Like what the hell is with production this year? It's like they get all these strong females. Personally, guys, I thought I would not like Natalie, but she's the nicest fucking person ever. Holy shit! Like
I was surprised with Natalie. Like, damn.
I thought she would be more like Victoria, kind of just there, doesn't do anything. No, but she's nice.
She's like Victoria, but like better, nicer, and she's actually playing the game.
And she plays the game, and she does stuff around the house.
Yeah.
So she's just a nice girl. I'm happy about it.
I'm happy with the cast this season.
I know there's no one that I don't like.
Yeah, I like everyone equally.
Yeah, I mean like Jose, maybe he's a little, he can go, but
not Paul. I'm a big fan of Paul. Honestly,
I don't mind Paul. I know a lot of people hate him, and people are saying that Corey is kind of weird now. One thing about Corey that's really funny.
The goat story.
Well, they have the goat story. I'll get to that in a minute. I think people are overinflating the goat story for one thing. So actually, let's just go with the goat story. So Corey's friend or whatever bought like a goat, put like lighter fluid on it, and tried to like light it on fire or whatever. And he was like just telling the story as a joke, and people on Twitter were like going like ham. And I'm just like, you guys don't really know like the specifics of what happened or whatever. Like he could have stopped his friend. You don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, the goat was not put on fire when... You know how easy it is to fucking put a lighter up? Like, he probably did stop him. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Oh, so he put a goat on fire?
His friend was trying... He got really drunk one night and was trying to or something, but he didn't.
Oh.
Like, he couldn't do it or something? I don't know.
Whatever.
But if I had to guess, probably Corey stopped him.
Yeah.
Well, that's just an assumption. I mean, whatever. I'm just saying, if you don't know all the facts, just you just question it, but don't just automatically say, "I hate you for this reason."
Yeah, I don't like that.
Like, have him when he gets out of the house, have him explain more. Another thing, we have the hashtag Not Gay Corey meme, where Corey basically just does a lot of questionable things in the house, and people question his sexuality on Twitter. Like he was like putting sunscreen on Victor's back today. He was giving some guys massages. He was telling some stories about like when the feeds first went on about this gay guy who wanted to pay him like money for sex, and he's like, no, I'm not into that. And like he was kind of flirting with Jose a little bit, and I was like, all right.
He said he wanted to play the game like Zach.
Maybe. Okay.
Anything else for the goats? Anything other than the goat story?
I think that's it for that. So trying to think. Frank and Bridget have a good relationship right now. So even though like the rest of the girls in the 8-pack aren't close with her, I think Frank's still maintaining that relationship. Also, last night we had Tiffany hanging out with the Spy Girls. Okay. I think she's trying to cover all her bases because I think she knows at some point she's probably gonna have to stab Davon in the back. Yeah. Which I think we talked about that already, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We talked about how they weren't like trusting each other.
Yeah. And Tiff was talking to Michelle a few days ago, and she was basically saying, listen, Davon and basically inflates things or tells like lies or whatever to try to make you react a certain way. And she was just telling Michelle to watch out. And I'm not sure if that's happening, but I did see Davon kind of inflate something a few days ago. Yeah. But, you know, that's just her personality, honestly. So I think that's it for live feed stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So you have anything?
Not really.
Yeah, okay. So
I guess we could go for predictions.
Yeah, let's go for predictions. So this time I think Jose is gonna go.
It's unfortunate, but like he just doesn't have the numbers. Yeah, and it just sucks.
I mean, it's not unfortunate.
Strategically, it would be a lot better to get rid of Paulie.
Yeah,
but like they clearly just.
But Jose is a total asshole.
He's an asshole, so why not keep him around and let Jose go after Nicole? Perspective.
That's fair.
Whereas Paulie's just gonna flirt with everyone and get the final five. You know what I mean? Compared to Jose, Jose's an easy target. Boom, get him out like 3 weeks from now. Whereas you keep Paulie in the game, Paulie will work with. Obviously, he's worked with the vets.
Kind of.
He would most likely work with the vets over the other new players. So why would you keep Paulie in the game?
I'm actually not sure about that anymore.
I just think they should think before they automatically, get rid of.
Yeah.
Jose, because I think strategically it makes more sense for Paulie to go.
Okay, that's fair.
And Bridget, keep her around.
Yeah, well, people are mad at Bridget, like I said before, but whatever.
They're not gonna get rid of her over fucking Paulie.
Right. So I guess we're predicting Jose.
It's unfortunate, but it's most like. But the votes won't be unanimous. At least that's good.
Yeah, at the very least. Unfortunately, the Messiah is going to leave.
Yeah. Whatever.
All praise Messiah Jose. Okay, so let's go to HOH next week.
Who we think is gonna be HOH?
Mm-hmm. So last time,
it's hard. Are they doing the same thing like with the teams again?
No, I doubt it.
Are they? So it's just gonna be singles?
Yeah, I believe.
How is that gonna work though?
That's the same thing that they did in season 11 or 12, the one with.
So they make like this whole team thing.
It's just that but they can't, everyone on that team is safe when they win.
Oh, so like they have to do a team challenge?
No, they don't have to do a team challenge.
So like let's say
it's the same thing as season 11 with Jeff.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was like every.
No, it's not a team challenge because Nicole's team only has 2 people playing.
So they would only let 2 people play. They would sit one person out.
No.
And then no, it's not like that.
No,
I don't fucking know.
No. If they did that, I would be very surprised, and that'd be very dumb. But it's going to be a single competition. Okay, let's predict what the guy. It's going to be a single competition, and the winner of that competition, everyone on their team is also safe.
Is that how it is?
That's how I'm predicting it's going to be.
Yeah.
So I think Victor's going to win. I said that last time.
Yeah.
And he already said who his targets were. I think he said he's going to put up Tiffany and James, I think he said.
Wow.
Yeah, either that or Tiffany and Michelle. I wasn't sure, but I think Tiffany and James, he said.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
You think Victor's going to win?
I want Victor to win. I want Paul to fucking win. I want Victor to win. I want the Spy Girls to win. This is what I don't want. I don't want the vets to win every week. That's a boring season. Yeah, it's very boring.
Who wants to watch a boring-ass season?
It's like, hey, here's all these vets. They're going to win the show, and the fucking new people are going to...
Exactly.
I hate that.
It's season 13 all over again. We don't fucking want that.
I don't want to see, like, a Rachel Riley win again. No offense, but, like, she got saved by a fucking Pandora's box.
Exactly. If she does it, if they legitimately win, I'm fine with it. Like, if they legitimately, like, if, let's say, like, 2 vets left in the next 5 weeks... Mm-hmm. The other 2 have a big target. That means the other 2 have a big target. Yeah. And that means they probably aligned with other people, and they're probably good, you know? If
I don't want, like, final 7 to be 4 vets and fucking 3 newbies.
Yeah, I think that'd be ridiculous.
I just think that's stupid. Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
I guess is that it?
Huh?
Is that it?
Okay. Predictions. Who's going to win Roadkill?
It depends what type of competition. Like, it's hard to say like who is going to win what comp because we don't know if it's a mental or physical.
They're just predictions. Let's just predict.
I think it's going to be. So I think Victor's going to win HOH, and I think it's going to be, unfortunately,
a veteran.
A veteran.
I think a veteran.
I was telling Mike this too. I was like, I don't want to say it, but it's like
Mike is
in favoritism of the vets. We'll see what this roadkill comp.
Yeah, we'll see what it is.
Because, like, you don't know what their time is. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
fair.
I'm
just assuming that it's in favoritism of the vets with this whole roadkill thing. And teams.
That's very possible. Okay, so I guess we'll end the episode here.
Okay.
And, a few last things. If you guys want to join our on the live feeds or little talking group thing or whatever. It's Reality Room Podcast. Just PM us your live feed's name, and we'll add you to our group if you want to chat with us a little bit. Yeah, that's it. So this has been Reality Room Podcast
with Paul and Chris.
That's right.
Until next time.
Peace.
See ya later, Gator.